Hello, good old nice, a bit predictable and boring, but beautiful and low drama Stockholm. It is your turn to get some small scale attention in this channel. Lotos Boria. This city is spectacular. Basically, you have a capital city built on 14 islands. So guess what? There are bridges everywhere. More than 50 to be specific. That's why Stockholm sometimes is referred to as the Venice of the North. Therefore, don't act surprised when you find out that they have boats as part of their public transport network. Stockholm is located where Lake Mälaren flows into the Baltic Sea. I don't think I can think of another city that is located between a lake and a sea which are connected themselves. Combine all that water with the very pleasant summers of 20 to 25 degrees, this place is a paradise. If you visit Stockholm between June and September, you will absolutely fall in love with the city. But as summer goes away, days quickly become shorter and more gray, until sunshine eventually becomes just a concept. The charm is gone, and with winter comes the darkness. Believe me, here during winter, cold is not gonna be your biggest problem, it will be the darkness. The sun sets at 2 p.m. and the sunrise is not earlier than 9 a.m. If you are a more sensitive person, you'll struggle for sure, and it's not going to be easy, but eventually spring will come and you'll start falling in love with the city again. Now let's see some of the neighborhoods here. Norrmalm, city's financial center, government buildings, that sort of thing. Södermalm. According to Vogue, it is the coolest neighborhood in Europe. And guess what? Great for nightlife. Vasastan. Lots of IT companies, expensive and posh. Solna/Sundbyberg. More affordable, you might even say the housing here is cheap, well connected to the city center. And Gamla Stan, of course, which was built as a fortress against pirates. Now, quality of life. I was quite surprised to see that the quality of life index of Stockholm is not actually that high. The city ranks 33rd in Europe according to Numbeo, right after Vilnius and Oslo. I assume that's largely because of the winters here and the ridiculously expensive properties. The average salary is around 25,000 SEK per month after tax. Yep, the local currency is the Swedish krona, not the euro. And I know what you want to know now. Is that a lot of money in Stockholm? Well, that depends. The right answer is kind of. Every month you spend about 2,000 SEK on groceries, and the average rent for a studio flat close to the city center is about 12,000 SEK. So there you go, you spend half of your earnings just for groceries and your rent. Not to mention utilities, public transport or transport in general, and socializing, which is super expensive. For example, getting a beer outside would cost you anything between 3 to 8 euros. If that still sounds reasonable to you, let me warn you that paying for your flat in Stockholm is the easy part. Finding it is the true challenge. I'm not even kidding that many people go for the option of buying a flat just because rentals are so scarce. Basically, complaining about the weather and the ridiculously expensive place you live in are the two main pillars of small talk here. As of 2021, the individual tax rates range from 32 to 52% based on income margins, which means that here you get the second highest total tax revenue after Denmark as a share of the country's income. Maybe that's why the public healthcare system here actually works. And the roads are pretty nice. They even have a heating system that heats them up to prevent them from freezing during winter. And it's extremely clean. Maybe paying taxes can actually feel pretty good in certain places. No? No? Now let's talk about the people. Swedish people. They're very helpful, they'll definitely help you, but you need to ask them to do it first. And try to avoid eye contact in general, that will accept it. They even have a law that tells you you're not better than anyone. It's called something like Lagom Jantelagen. But they all speak English, which I still don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, judge for yourself. What I do know is that in Sweden, the most popular language to learn on Duolingo is Swedish. Mainly by refugees. Yes, we appreciate you for taking 163,000 refugees, Sweden, we really do. Anyway, Swedes love coffee, and we cannot go on without mentioning fika, because that's how Swedes socialize. Of course, when we exclude alcohol consumption. Fika is basically having a cup of coffee or tea with something sweet. Yes, they really do enjoy their coffee breaks. And if you're that type of person who is more interested in office culture/lifestyle, remember one thing. 12 o'clock is lunchtime, no matter what. You go and you have lunch. The lifestyle in Stockholm is quite fast-paced, of course, until the next fika. The city really is the epicenter for people looking for opportunities, for startups, creatives, people in the entertainment industry, you name it. Several other interesting facts. In Stockholm, they have their own pizza policy. The pizza selection might include pizzas such as kebab pizza and curry banana pizza. I told you, it is the epicenter for creatives. Also, the government has a monopoly on any drinks that have more than 3.5% of alcohol. This is done through a chain of stores called Systembolaget, which are normally closed during weekends. And you can actually be 18 and go have a drink outside, but you cannot buy alcohol in the store before you're 20. Yep. It is very easy to be a vegetarian here, and they have some pretty cool policies such as high quality tap water available for free in any restaurant or coffee shop. We will finish off this video with some notable sites worth visiting. Gamla Stan, the old town of course. The Vasa Museum and Sweden's seafaring past, 17th century. The mightiest warship of its time sets sail in front of hundreds of people from Stockholm harbor and then sinks less than 30 minutes later. You can now see it here. Skansen Open Air Museum. More than 150 different buildings and houses were collected from all around the country and reassembled here, giving an authentic taste of Sweden as it once was. Tour of the Royal Palace. This is easily a full day's plan. See historic Stockholm City Hall. Rome, the Royal National City Park. Östermalmsholmshallen. This is basically your top attraction if you travel to eat. Well, that's it for today, lovely fellas. Make sure you like this video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. Much love. See you next time.